Good to see you.
Glad you're here.
Good to see you. You too. All right. Good.
It's good to see you. You too.
And I have
How are you doing? Good to see you too.
Oh my goodness. We got the whole crew over here. All right. Welcome to Team Kentucky Update. If we can get rid of the echo, great. I'm Andy. Welcome to this week's Team Kentucky Update. I'll warn you in advance, it's going to be a long one. We have a lot of great news about what's going on here in the Commonwealth. And today, along with the First Lady and Lieutenant Governor, we're going to share it. We're going to start today's Team Kentucky Update the way we always do, with news about our record-breaking economic momentum. Since the beginning of my administration, we've now announced more than 1,200 private sector relocations and expansions, totaling over $43 billion, and we've now created over 64,800 new full-time Kentucky jobs. We are continuing to see companies invest and create quality jobs all over the Commonwealth. One of those iconic companies is GE Appliances. And today we're lucky to have members of their team with us for yet another game-changing announcement. Today, GE Appliances announced a $150 million investment in contracts to American suppliers. That includes $40 million to suppliers in Kentucky, the largest commitment in any state. These investments will support the company's new laundry plant in Louisville, a $490 million investment the company announced in June that has created 800 new jobs. That pushed the company's employment in the Commonwealth to over 8,000. This was part of GE's 5-year, $3 billion investment in 5 of their U.S. manufacturing plants. With 1,600 Kentucky engineers at GE's headquarters in Louisville, we will be leading the new research, product design, development, and testing for this historic multi-state investment. GE chose to bring laundry production to Louisville, reshoring production from China to Kentucky, and now they're reshoring suppliers too. GE Appliances has seen tremendous growth here in the Commonwealth, even announcing a $450 million expansion, creating more than 1,000 new full-time jobs in 2021. And in 2020, GE Appliances expanded their assembly line, a $62 million investment, creating 262 new jobs. So, over a 5-year period alone, GE Appliances has been very good to Kentucky, announcing over $1 billion in new investment and creating over 2,600 new Kentucky jobs. As one of our most prominent employers and manufacturing leaders, GE Appliances has helped establish Kentucky as America's destination for advanced manufacturing and job creation. And in return, our workforce and our ability to deliver results has landed us the honor of being GE Appliance's flagship location. GE Appliance is Kentucky. Now I'm happy to introduce Lee, Vice President of Closed Care with GE Appliances, to talk about this newest investment. Lee?
Thank you. Appreciate it. We appreciate everyone having us here today. No appliance company invests in American manufacturing like GE Appliances. Earlier this year, we announced a historic $3 billion investment in U.S. manufacturing, expanding our domestic production, creating jobs, and modernizing our 11 U.S. factories. We are proud to be headquartered in Kentucky. And part of that investment was a $490 million investment in a new factory in Louisville, Kentucky. That will be our flagship factory, demonstrating the most modern manufacturing techniques in our country. It'll also create 800 great manufacturing jobs here in Kentucky. That investment would not be possible without the strong partnerships we have with Governor Beshear, the Kentucky Economic Development Team, state lawmakers, and our local government partners who really ensure that Kentucky is a great climate for business and a great climate for investment. It doesn't stop there, though. Today, we get to announce $150 million incremental dollars in supplier contracts and U.S.-based partners across 10 states that will support this new laundry facility. When we invest in U.S. manufacturing and our people, it drives growth far beyond our own walls. It's not just about GE Appliances. We are built with America. These awards show the ripple effect that really come with growing U.S. manufacturing and create more jobs right here in America. We'll team up with suppliers in Kentucky, Tennessee, Indiana, Ohio, Illinois, Pennsylvania, Michigan, Minnesota, Alabama, and California to make this a success. The spirit of teamwork and problem solving is what will drive U.S. manufacturing to the next level. Thank you.
Thank you. With the help of GE Appliances, Team Kentucky is showing the country how reshoring is really done. First, a $5 billion investment that reshores American manufacturing all over the country, and now doing the same with suppliers with a $150 million investment. I can't wait to see the next steps that GE Appliances take as a forward-thinking Kentucky-based company. We are proud that we are this company's home. And I'm grateful to Kevin Nolan, Lee, and the entire team for their continued investment in America and in our Commonwealth. And let me tell you, from knowing Kevin personally, I know how much he loves this Commonwealth. And we're grateful for his and the whole company's commitment to us. Together, we'll assure that American manufacturing remains strong, with Kentucky and GE Appliances leading the way. On Tuesday, we also had another incredible announcement from another critical company doing business in our state. Toyota Motor Manufacturing Kentucky announced they are once again expanding their presence in Georgetown. The $204.4 million investment will create 82 new high-quality manufacturing jobs and boost the production of hybrid vehicles. This project is part of a larger initiative, an over $912 million investment across America, creating 252 new jobs across plants in Kentucky, West Virginia, Mississippi, Missouri, and Tennessee. The Kentucky-Toyota partnership has driven decades of success, and I'm proud to see their relationship grow even stronger. And to those out there that sometimes question the need to get out and form these relationships with companies in different countries, remember, the largest manufacturing facility for Toyota in the world isn't in Japan, it's in Georgetown, Kentucky, and we are proud of it. Congratulations to everyone. Today, I'm also going to provide an update on our work to restore SNAP benefits as quickly as possible for the more than 600,000 Kentuckians who rely on this federal program. Late Friday, we received the go-ahead from the USDA to process full SNAP benefits. Once again, members of Team Kentucky worked through the night. By Saturday morning, eligible Kentuckians were seeing those benefits on their cards. Thanks to the hard work and dedication of our team, we were one of the first states to come through for their people. While the president always had the funding and the authority to fully fund SNAP during this shutdown, he chose not to, becoming the first president ever to not fund SNAP benefits, simply a choice where he was using our people going hungry as leverage. I will always support this program. Why? Because it's the largest anti-hunger program in our nation, and government should be fighting hunger, not causing it. While the president made his choice, we chose to stick to our values and help our people here in Kentucky. That's why we did everything possible to help Kentuckians during this time of need. Steps we took included joining a lawsuit against the administration that forced the paying of partial benefits. Then our SANE team went to work the first time they worked through the night. We became what I think was the first state in the country to provide partial benefits. We have launched a food drive with Frankfort and Louisville state government offices to help support Dare to Care, God's Pantry, and the Christian Appalachian Project. I declared a state of emergency, directing an initial $5 million to Feeding Kentucky's network of food banks for Kentuckians in all 120 counties. I authorized the National Guard to assist in staffing these food banks so all the money could go towards food and not the additional staff that would be needed with all the extra families coming in. I directed more than $12 million in state fundings to our TANF program. Those are other families that are served typically by SNAP too, that have other significant needs. Those efforts have made a difference. We have a couple of updates about how we're helping people at this time, ahead of the holiday season with Thanksgiving and Christmas. After receiving $5 million from the state on October 31st, Feeding Kentucky has shared that around 28,000 people or 7,000 Kentucky families have received support through their regional food banks. Since being authorized to support these efforts, the Kentucky National Guard, the best guard in the country, has made a major impact. 55 Guard members supported efforts at 8 food bank sites thus far. From handing out food to helping to build 7,000 boxes Monday alone, their support was needed and has made a difference. We are still receiving some updates from Feeding Kentucky as this important work continues, and we'll make sure to share that news when it becomes available. Early next week, we should be able to tell the public how much we were able to secure through the Team Kentucky Food Drive. State government team members always step up, and donation boxes were full across offices in Frankfort and the L&N building in Louisville. Our local transportation teams also took part, and those efforts really added to the impact. My faith teaches me that food is life-giving and meant to be shared. From the miracle, the fishes and the loaves, to the Last Supper, my faith teaches me that, especially in a country that grows enough food for everyone, no one should starve. I'm proud that we have made that a priority in Kentucky. And I'll finally say that if you believe in fighting hunger, it should never be partisan. So I was a little disappointed that some of the loud voices we heard saying state government needed to step up and add more money to senior meals never spoke out when the president refused to pay SNAP benefits. Either you're for feeding people or you're not. It doesn't get to be partisan. I'll always do the right thing, making sure that there are enough for our Kentucky families, regardless of where the politics fall. All right, next we have some good news on our High Ground initiative. Yesterday, if you were able to travel down I-64, you may have seen a caravan of hope heading to eastern Kentucky. Louisville housing manufacturer MMY US, who manufactures in West Louisville, has started shipping 8 homes to our new Skyview High Ground community located just outside of Hazard. Around 9 a.m., led by a Kentucky State Police escort, these homes were shipped by truck from their facility, again in West Louisville. The convoy arrived at the Skyview neighborhood yesterday at 1 p.m. to a crowd of excited new homeowners, local officials, and members of Team Kentucky who helped make these high ground communities possible. Team Kentucky was proud to provide $1.6 million to help build these houses through a partnership with Family Scholar House. The Skyview neighborhood's eventually going to have around 100 homes on donated land to help get folks out of the floodplain with room for more development on the property right next door. As of today, 4 homes in Skyview are already occupied, and 11 more are complete and ready for occupancy. The plan is for the 8 new homes delivered by MMY US to be move-in ready before Christmas. So people will get to have their new Kentucky home where they have that first Christmas outside of the floodplain. And even if it rains on Christmas Day, they know they're safe. That'll bring the number of completed homes to right around 20. And we can't wait to join our friends at Family Scholar House to welcome those owners again to their new Kentucky home. 8 more homes are under construction by the Housing Development Authority, with some nearly finished. At Skyview, the roads and sidewalks are finished. The water and sewer infrastructure is nearly complete. We're moving forward on these communities at an incredible pace. Thanks to a lot of hard work, we've now fully completed 2 high ground communities, Thompson Branch in Letcher County, which has 10 homes, and the Wayland High Ground community that has 14 homes. In other good news, Family Scholar House is partnering with MMY US to build 28 rental units and 10 new homes at our Knott County High Ground community of Chestnut Ridge. At Chestnut Ridge, the roads and sidewalks are also complete. The site will have nearly 200 homes, some rental and some for home ownership. I'm proud of the work our team has done. In total, our 8 high ground communities will have over 500 new homes. Remember, there's still need out there for Kentuckians impacted by severe storms. We've opened the Team Kentucky Emergency Relief Fund for those that want to give. That's Team Kentucky Emergency Relief Fund.ky.gov. This progress has been a team effort. from federal dollars to state work to county and city work. This has been everybody truly working together for the betterment of our people. This is the most ambitious rebuild, I believe, in the history of the United States. And as you can see, it is moving forward with incredible progress. From MMY and their incredible delivery yesterday to our housing nonprofit partners and to everybody who's donated to the Relief Fund, your efforts have made a difference to better the lives of our survivors in Eastern Kentucky. Okay, now an update on the Kentucky Lottery. For 36 years, the Kentucky Lottery has been fulfilling its mission to fund education for all Kentuckians. And I'm proud to share the impact of this organization continues to grow. In fiscal year 2025, the Kentucky Lottery shattered previous records with more than $2.1 billion in sales. That is an incredible accomplishment. Even more, the lottery's total impact in Kentucky totaled $384 million that was used to help students. I am an education first governor that leads an education first administration. And we need partners like the lottery helping us to create a stronger Kentucky through funding more educational opportunities for our kids and for our grandkids. Since 1989, the Kentucky Lottery has contributed $7.6 billion to the state general fund, and since 1999, $5.4 billion of that has directly funded scholarship and grants for Kentucky students and families. Under the direction of President and CEO Mary Harville, this organization has seen an incredible 5 years. I appointed Mary in September 2020, and she became the first woman ever to hold the position and the first Kentucky native in over 30 years. Under her leadership, the lottery has celebrated increased annual sales by more than $1 billion. Mary, that's pretty incredible work. Over $9 billion in lottery sales for the past 5 years, a 75% increase compared to the 5 years before. Impacts for the last 5 years totaled nearly $2 billion, a 43% increase. And while operating